This week in Penn State football is back. Looking at the Nittany Lions as they sit at 4-1 after the month of September, 27-26 loss to Ohio State took Penn State into a bye week that will mostly focus on recruiting and also figuring out what went wrong in the only loss of the season so far. Head coach James Franklin, speaking to the media earlier in the week, said that things were pretty much the way they wanted them to go through the first three quarters, and obviously the fourth quarter did not live up to the standards the program has set for itself. It's why he spent much of the postgame talking about being a great football program, but not yet an elite one. They'll be able to figure that out during the bye week while also going out and maybe finding some talent to become elite. They'll spend the week on the road recruiting. And they already got one commitment during the bye week that came from Brenton Strange, a four-star tight end out of West Virginia. He visited for the whiteout game, picked Penn State over Ohio State and West Virginia. It's good news because it was looking for a while like Penn State was not going to find a tight end in the class of 2019. Instead, they're able to offer Strange after he camped in July and then get him to commit during his first game visit to campus for the Ohio State game. So that's actually a good segue to the next talking point here, which is how much does a whiteout loss influence recruiting? It really doesn't at all. The kids that are on the team that came to visit for this game aren't on the team at this point in time, so they're not really worried about wins and losses. They're worried about the environment. Penn State, with a record-setting crowd at Beaver Stadium of over 110,000, showed them a great time. One commit out of that group so far of 175 visitors. I bet they get at least 3 or 4 more, if not more, from that group. So things are moving along here as Penn State hopes to continue with Michigan State in 2 weeks and get back on a high note and a positive side of things. But otherwise, expect to hear a lot about recruiting this week as Penn State continues its bye week preparations before meeting the Spartans on October 13th at 3:30 p.m. This has been This Week in Penn State Football.